Welcome and welcome back. It's another amazing day in paradise. Thank you so much for being here, whether it's your first video or you've watched a lot of them. I don't even know how many I've done so far. But I am sitting in the park, enjoying the breeze with the doors open because our windows aren't working, and I am just doing video after video. Please excuse the lighting. Please excuse the noise. My notebook pages are flapping, and I'm kind of half hearing it. So if you hear that in the background, that's what's going on. But I want to talk about how you can help support a revolutionary act of love by being 3C with me. And being 3C with me means the 3 C's are committed, compassionate, and crazy. Okay. Now, if you caught my video about I'm back that I made 2 weeks ago, but just posted, then I just want to acknowledge that I just want to reiterate the quote by a part of the quote by Steve Covey that I shared, which says something to the effect of, the ones who are crazy enough to believe that they can change the world are the ones who do, and that's me. I'm that kind of crazy. And so when I talk about crazy, that's the kind of crazy I'm looking for. People who believe they can change the world, people who believe that the world can be a better place, people who believe in community, that it is, and you have to intentionally create it. It doesn't just happen by accident. That is the kind of crazy I'm talking about. People who want to have their children grow up in a more just and equitable space where they can, where both adults and children are capable of living up to whoever God created them to be, or whoever they feel that they are designing themselves to be, without facing harsh criticisms because it's different, you know? Committed to being the best, doing the best, and aligning with others who are the same, who are endeavoring for the same. I love this breeze. I just think that's being committed to a just cause is so important, and it's not just simply because it's helping those who don't have, but also because it's helping those who have but don't have everything, you know? And so that's important to me. Like, we spend so much time judging people who have money without recognizing the circumstances that they have to get that, what they might have given away in order to acquire that, what they might have lost to be where they're at. And so I'm looking for people who are committed to making sure that everybody has what they need. Not just the rich, and not just the poor, and not just the ones in the middle either. Like, we all have needs, wants, and desires. So let's make sure that people's basic needs collectively are met, no matter what demographic they live in, whether you're talking gender, culture, financial status, age, whatever. Let's help meet people. Let's be committed to everybody having what they need. And where possible, that people have what they want too. Then, compassion. Kind of did these not in the order that I said them, but committed, compassion, and crazy. Compassion is is really like the foundation. I talked about love, compassion, and mercy in one of the earlier videos, and I get those three words from the parable of what I call the exceptional Samaritan in Luke 10. A lot of people call it the Good Samaritan. I call it the exceptional Samaritan because what the Samaritan did was exceptional. And in the King James Version, the only reason that's given that he helps this man on the side of the road, for those of you who know this story, is because he had compassion on him. That's the only reason that's listed. The Samaritan had compassion. That's what it says. And when I looked up that word, because I did what I call an intimate study of that section with Google and God, probably about 5 years ago now. When I looked up the word compassion, it has a two-part definition. And the first part says something to the effect of, having empathy, a sense of empathy or feeling for somebody who is, struggling. But the second part is a strong desire to alleviate that suffering. And so for people who think they have compassion, they don't, because compassion is that two parts. You can't just, because otherwise all you have is empathy. And compassion is the part of compassion that's most important to me is the strong desire to alleviate the suffering. And so if you've got compassion and you're with other people who are compassionate and you want to alleviate the suffering, whether it's over housing or sidewalks, then when we come together committed and a little crazy, having the knowledge and the resources, we have power to move mountains and get things done. And so this is my invitation to you to B3C with me. And there will be more information coming out on how you can do that in the very near future as I solidify the things on my end to make it happen. Be assured that we are going to face these problems together and get them done. So keep listening, because there's something else. I don't know what it is right now because I got to look at my notes, but there's more to come. Thank you.